Hey, Collective. Welcome to your February 2nd, 2022 portal reading. I've been working on this for the majority of the day. I got it. It's a crazy reading. Even for me, it's not going to, some of you, it's going to hit home, and some of you might just be like, and pay no mind to it. This reading is going to hit home to the Earth Angels, the Life Path Nines, the master number, the people who have the master numbers in their birthday, because this portal is hitting on those topics. And I've been putting together, Spirit has been working through me all day. I literally sat down this morning with my coffee in front of my Archangel Michael statue. I put holy water on myself and I prayed for guidance for this portal reading, because a lot of times astrologers do this, and I'm not an astrologer, right? But I am a humanitarian and I am here to help humanity. And Spirit had me, I was doing a pre-reading, and these cards that came out were just hitting so much on topic. I'm like, I can't redo this. I just have to keep these cards out, because generally I like to shuffle on camera. But I'm not familiar with portal readings, especially with tarot. So I was just doing a pre-reading, and you know what? Spirit was on point, and I was not going to throw this work away. This is spiritual work, and it's very important. Spirit even had me get out some of my books and go to references and then pull some cards that I normally don't pull. Okay. So I'm going to share everything that Spirit shared with me with you. I appreciate if you get this message around the platform, because this is a very important message for people who have master numbers in their birthday, and I would appreciate your help to get this message on the platform. Now, with all that being said, I'm going to start off with some scribbles on this notebook, which is the first messages that Spirit gave me. Now, I've always been attracted to numbers. I've always been, drawn to numbers. Math was always kind of my thing in my mind. I like, number games, but I'm not a numerologist by any means, okay? I consider myself just a soul, who's here on the planet to help mankind and to learn and evolve and to raise the consciousness, okay? Now, I'm going to show you, and I'm going to do my best to explain it. I don't want to mess it up, because this is how it was explained to me, through, I would like to think through the angels and through, my guide or my guides. Okay, so I'm going to try not to screw this up. So as I sat down, first thing I wrote on my paper was February portal reading, and I asked for guidance, okay, from Archangel Michael. That's who I directly asked guidance, and I also asked God, and I verbally expressed this to my whole spirit team. The first piece of information I got about this portal for February 2nd, 2022 is divine reset. Divine reset. So I was like, wow, this sounds like it's going to be pretty deep, It's not like a manifestation portal or, something like that. So then Spirit told me to write down the numbers of the date, just like this, that I did. 02 for February, 02 for the day, 2022. So then Spirit guided me to write a number on top for how many numbers were there. So, 1, 0, 2, 0, 3 zeros. Okay. Zeros is a reset, It's also the Trinity, the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit, if you such believe. Okay. And then Spirit told me to write a number above the twos when I have 5 twos. Okay. Well, 5 times 2 is 10, which in tarot, it's completions or the maximum expression of a goal. Okay. The way I like to look at it. Now, twin flame numbers are 11 and 4. And we have 11, we have 4. Union number is 2. Master numbers 22, 11, 33. 11, 22, 33. Reset number 0. We have 3 of those. I take that as Om, okay? The Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit. Reset, the Holy Trinity. And the Holy Trinity number is 3. You know, Spirit told me to put this. Jesus' age at death, if you so believe, 33. All right? At the end, we have 4 and 5. 45 reduces to a 9. So number 9 is a life path number. And that life path number is a humanitarian number. And it means deep concern for humanity. So I'm trying to explain it the best, and I don't have the best writing. But that's what I got from Spirit. All right? So then I'm like, wow, I have to pull some cards, right? I'm a tarot reader. Well, I'm a soul, but I read tarot on here. So I'm going to put this here for a second. Let me show you the top cards that I pulled out of my Wisdom of the Oracle deck. And it's crazy. All right. Number 11. By the book. Number 4. Higher power. You see the pattern? A lot of these numbers that came out here came out in the cards. 33. Chaos and conflict. And there's cards under them to tell me what they mean. Okay? And 45. Time to go. Also the humanitarian number. 9. Also 9 is close to completion, but this is here humanitarian number. Something serious is going on with this portal, okay? I believe what they're trying to tell me is there's going to be a call to duty. If you have any of these master numbers in your birth date, if you have a master number path, and go online and you can look it up. You can calculate your life path number, your birth date. I go to Tanya Gabrielle. She gives free emails and stuff like that. You can calculate your birth date. And I see a lot of patterns here. That was the one thing that I am very good at in math, is recognizing patterns. And not that it would take anybody, it doesn't take rocket science to recognize these patterns. These patterns are screaming. Something is going on with humanity, okay? It's maybe not everything is going to happen, okay, on February 2nd, but I think there's an activation. I think people with these master numbers are going to be activated. Humanitarians are going to be activated. People who believe in the Holy Trinity are going to be activated, okay? Twinflames are going to be activated, and there will be unions. And it doesn't mean, unions to get married and have kids. There's going to be unions for people to work together to help humanity. Now, at the end, I'm going to pull a couple of things which Spirit guided me to pull, but I'm going to put them to the side now, and I'm going to show you the cards that came out and the way that I interpret them. The strong message that I got, okay? Now, I don't know exactly which ones to pull because it doesn't really have to be in order. All right. Let me take a look here. I'm going to start with by the book. By the book, I have the Osho Zen and I have Chakra Wisdom to clarify these cards, okay? You push them out on the side here. By the book, we see, we see a family. We also pay attention. The land is barren, okay? The land is dry. It's a desert, all right? Now, I've also seen elephants live in very lush green land because they eat a lot of foliage. I see no foliage. And this is what I was drawn to. Yeah, they're all there. They're together. They're a family. And it could be also saying keep your family close. keep very close to your family, but I noticed there's nothing there for the elephants to eat. There's no foliage. And this is a number 11. One of the cards clarifying it is the Tower. I'm thinking immediately with this barren land, weather patterns, storms, things that dry out the land, things that cause the land not to be able to produce food. And look at all the weather patterns we've been having. We've been having crazy weather around the planet. The next card I see several people, okay, paying attention to a figure, a power that be. They're in the city and they're drinking. They're like high society. But these people are believing whatever this leader has to say. Now, who this leader is, I don't know. Could it be someone in your community? Absolutely. Whatever it is, the message I got, the message this person is spewing out, they're really focusing on brainwashing the younger people, the youth, the people who are not paying attention to what's going on in society. They're drinking. They're unfocused. They're so caught up in their daily life that they just trust that whatever this person is feeding them, telling them, it's the truth. These people are not thinking for themselves. They're distracted with wine and booze, and you get the picture. And it's a message projected to the masses because look at the city back here. Next thing I see are a couple of things here. I see a card where someone's being buried. Someone's passing over. Now, like I said, pay attention. A lot of people in the cities, these high populated places, they're passing away. And I know what we can all say or blame it on. But also pay attention to who you're listening to. Also pay attention to how many people we're losing. We're losing our family, folks. We're losing our families. Wake up and smell the coffee. What's going on? Because this is a message from Spirit, not from me. I'm just an interpreter. I think of the planet when I see these two. I see this as being able to grow lush vegetation, beautiful vegetation. We're able to eat healthy food if we want to. Though most of us, eat crap. We follow the guidelines of whatever. We don't care. This is a beautiful lush, looks like cherries. But now look, we have the growth card in reverse. We have the Tower. Fires. A lot of things are happening on the earth. We cannot always take for granted that we're going to be able to grow this stuff. And this is stuff that came out for the portal reading. People, if you feel this in your heart, if you feel like you've always wanted to do something, I'm telling you, this portal is calling you. It's your time to be activated. If you've been like a sleeper cell, it's time to wake up because the planet needs you. Because everything is lush here. Slowly, things stop growing. Maybe because of all the weather that we're having, the weather patterns. Then before you know it, these elephants got nothing to eat. The land is dry. The land is barren. There's nothing there. There's no foliage. Elephants eat a lot. Guess what? people in cities eat a lot too. There's nothing. This is spirit giving you a message. It's not my message. I just couldn't throw these cards away. I'm going to go on to the next message. And let's not forget, this is one of the numbers that came out, 11. Okay? All right. I'm going to go on to this one. All right. The humanitarian number 45 reduces to 9. Time to go. Looks like a person taking the staircase to heaven. Services came reverse. Past lives came up. And control came up. Okay? If you're a humanitarian, if you're a life path 9, or if you've always felt like you wanted to do something to help humanity, in what kind of way? Feeding them, take care of them, nourishing them, you're being called to action. Because nobody cares about the elderly. And I'm not saying you, collective. I'm talking about, we already know what's going on. When our loved ones go into the hospital and they're sick, we're not allowed to visit them. Remember, this came out in reverse. I recently lost somebody that is a family member of mine, to COVID. Nobody could go see them. We're losing a lot of our people. If you imagine this as above, so below, it calls about people here on earth, people going to heaven. We're having a lot of people go to heaven. We're losing a lot of people. We're losing our families. We're losing our families. We need to wake up. That's what this portal is supposed to be activating in us. Not our next love life, who's my next baby's daddy? No. We're being called to service, to duty. Our higher purpose, our higher self. We're losing our people. And guess what? This right here, it's the powers to be. They have a collective conscience about their plan. And I'm not saying who it is because I don't know who it is. It's whoever's in charge. I don't know who's in charge. Do you know who's in charge? Because I guarantee the one you think's in charge isn't. I guarantee you that. The powers to be don't care about your family. They don't care. We're not allowed to visit them. We're secluded from them. And when they get sick, when they're really old or they're a certain age, they do not do the best to save them. And I don't know if anybody is aware, but you can Google it. But there's a certain price that these places get when somebody passes away with that certain illness that starts with the letter C. They get a lot of money. And that's all. I'm not saying no more about that. Wake up. What's coming? Another number here. Chaos and conflict. Master number. If you got this, you're also a master number. You're going to be called to duty. There's going to be a lot of chaos and conflict, and pay attention. The land is barren. The land is barren. The land is barren. Folks are going home. Okay, they're going home, and they're going home by the droves. It's not natural. It's not natural. So with this conflict, this chaos and conflict, the ones who are activated with this number 33, you guys are being called to duty. Meditate. some of you are going to be left alone literally, and you're going to be like a Eckhart Tolle, all by yourself, and be forced to go into meditation and find your way through misery, through sadness. Some of you are going to find your quiet spot, and you're going to meditate, and you're going to listen to the universe, and you're going to be activated. You know, there's even things you can do on the internet that you can listen to for brain waves to help the pineal gland. I'm sorry if I'm saying it wrong. English is my first language, but sometimes you wouldn't know it. Go meditate. Follow your intuition. Be one with Source. Especially if you're any one of these master numbers, humanitarian numbers, you're being called to service. Times are coming bad real soon. Prepare. I don't know what's coming. This is a warning from Spirit. Spirit did give me a couple of things to read, and I will read that, and I will let it be at that. The message will be over at that point. It's not my point to sit here and keep driving it home. We're going to be awakening. A lot of people are awakening. A lot of us are coming into a higher consciousness. Okay? Especially with people with these master numbers. You know what's going on. You know what time it is. We understand that we're accepting things we shouldn't accept. Right? We're eating their humble pie. Whoever they are, I don't know. It's the powers that be. They're forcing their humble pie down our throat. They're tricking us. Even in the book, while this dragon is trying to trick the squirrel out of the nuts, a little Red Riding Hood or somebody like that came by and already switched out the nuts. So the way I take this, society is giving us this, saying it's this, but it's really not. It's that. We need to wake up. Powers that be are keeping us confused. These are things that are going to be activated during this portal. Our awakening as humans, as what is happening to us. They've been keeping us confused. They've been tricking us. They've been feeding us humble pie and telling us whatever they want us to believe. And this divine reset is bringing us all into awareness. You need to wake up. It's the time for sleeping and fun and games. The planet needs help. Now the last card I got was 4. To me it's a twin flame number. And you see two light workers, 2 angels, even can be earth angels. Humanity is waking up to their higher self. Okay, as a collective, we're waking up to our higher selves. We are going through awakenings. The universe has been sending us towers, and all of these things have been happening to us to awaken us. I know I sure been going through them for several years now. I am nothing like the person I used to be. I have went through so many towers and so many awakenings. No way I could have given you a reading like this 5 years ago. Not with who I was. I was too much in my ego. But with this higher power, twins are being activated. Look, these are the cards. Twins are being activated. Doesn't mean twins are being activated to go off and have sex somewhere. This is higher level, higher consciousness. Coming together for a purpose, humanity, the planet, the well-being, awakening others. This is what real twin flames do. Don't sit there, get drunk at the bar, go home, have sex, and then separate. That is lower vibrational, unhealed twin flames that do that. These are healed twin flames. They're called to duty and they go do it. They do their duty. They are the earth angels here. So if you're a twin flame and you're awoken and you're in your higher purpose, you're being called as well. You're being called to bring what's dying back to life because the planet is dying. The planet is dying. You're being called to preserve the people. Okay? Your guides are working with you, twins. Wake up. This isn't just for master number people. This is also for twin flames. Wake up. Your angels are talking to you too. You're an earth angel. It's time for you to also help the planet. It's time for you to perseverance. Preserve the planet. Time for you to get off your butt and help this planet renew again. Time for you to help in any way you can. We even have 2 trees over here that stick out to me. What do you want to be, twin flames? You want to be 2 trees that are coming back to life, bringing the planet back to life? Or you want to sit there, do nothing, and watch the planet die on you? You got a choice, twin flames. Get off your butt and renew this planet. I'm speaking for myself as well. I'm part of a twin flame. So I'm not preaching to you. I'm preaching to myself too. Now I got some serious messages from the books. And then I'm done with the reading. I hope you like it, just so other people can get this. This is a very important message. But if you don't, it's not on me. This is a message from Spirit that I am truly giving to you, the people, and nobody can say that I didn't. Nobody can say I did not give this message. Now, this is not a Bible. I'm not going to preach to you. This is, however, the book that if you're familiar with Ed and Lorraine Warren, what they call demonologists, like if you're familiar with Annabelle, A Haunting in Connecticut or something like that, I believe. The Conjuring, I believe is what it is. If you're familiar with them, that's this book that they carry. Okay? And I don't know if you can see, but I have like an oil streak here. All the way down this book. And I always kept this book next to my Archangel Michael and my holy water. Never had any oil next to it. I came home one day, this book had oil, a drip of oil going down it. I, to this day, do not know how this happened. And I started researching about bleeding Bibles that have anointing, bleeding oil. I don't know, because I don't feel that I am worthy of that. I don't feel that I am that holy, though I am very spiritual and I do believe I have a gift. But I asked God to show me a page that would help mankind or help your message. So I'm not going to sit here and read everything. I'm just going to show you. It's going to be obvious what the message was. I had my eyes closed and I opened to this page. Now, we have love. We have faith. We have hope. Faith being the first theological virtue, hope being the second theological virtue, and love being the shield and the third theological virtue, but being the breastplate that protects the heart. Now, I put this card in here because this is what I was called to bring. Take a look at this picture. Love is the breastplate that protects the heart. Imagine this is your aura, your auric field around that little devil there. When you're not healed, twin flames, anybody else, master numbers, everybody on the planet, when you're not healed, when you allow yourself to keep walking through life in a toxic pattern, in a toxic cycle, in anything toxic, this is what happens. I'm going to show you. The fifth dimensional, the demons, they come into your auric field because you have a tear. When you're not healed, somewhere in your auric field, there will be a tear. Then this fifth dimensional creature, this demon, sits on your aura, sits near you like this and literally sucks and breaks down that part of your auric field until it gets into your heart, because the devil wants you to give up. And if you don't believe in devils and God and angel, these creatures, these fifth dimensional creatures you can't see, they want you to give up. They want to suck you dry, suck out your purpose, suck out your life. They want your soul. Faith, hope, and love. When love is lost, the enemy can take deadly aim straight for the heart. Hello? Right there. It says it right here. When love is lost, the enemy can take deadly aim straight for the heart. That's exactly what the enemy is doing. Hope. If we lose hope, why do we even fight? We must never take the helmet of hope off so we can overcome the devil. Overcome who? The shield of faith will quench all fiery darts of the most wicked one. Now, this is the demonology book. It has all the names of the demons. This is what Ed and Lorraine Warren used in its manual of spiritual warfare. Do not believe for 1 minute that you twin flames, you master numbers, you humanitarians, and all of you other lighted souls, because there's something in here for you too. Do not think for 1 minute that you're not under spiritual warfare, because you are. From the day you were born to the day you die, you will be under spiritual warfare and spiritual attack, whether you know it, believe it, or not. Now, Spirit told me, I haven't read this book in years. I bought this in the 90s and it shows. It's all tethered. It's Sylvia Brown, one of my favorite authors and psychics. And I own just about all of her books. I've been collecting her books since the 90s. And I'm probably showing my age there. I don't care. I'm not here to be pretty. I'm here to serve. And it talks about acid rain. And this is what I was guided to show you, because I couldn't help but notice all these cards I pulled. The land was barren. The crops didn't want to grow. So I'm going to skip up here. And in 2024, we'll see acid rain as part of an ecological cycle that will change our way of life for decades to come. Some future mutation of nuclear testing will be a major contribution to this acid rain, as will a lot of well-intended space exploration. Oddly, it won't be the rain that sets off alarms in the beginning. It will be a parasite or fungus in the soil that will first be noticed in England, Germany, and France. Now, I'm also going to let you know she has another book that I have, and she also predicts a lung illness sweeping the nation when it did. And we already know the name of that lung illness, don't we? We're still battling it. I'm not going to take much more of your time. I'm down to the last of it. I'm not going to tell you to like and subscribe. I hope that you do. But this message is more important than you liking and subscribing. From my ancestor cards, Ancestor Spirit Oracle for you. And it says, it's time, beautiful one, to light up and shine brightly like the Hooli Wigman. Be proud of who you are and what you stand for. During these trying times, you are much needed here on earth. It can be scary to shine brightly or stand out and be different, but not hide your light or dull yourself down. You're not alone in this. The universe is supporting you and helping you shine as brightly as you can so others can benefit from your positive energy. Try to show others the way toward their own positive life path. Be a candle or light in the darkness. Lead the way so others can see where they need to go to find their own light. It won't always be an easy path, but you must be strong and remain positive right now. You no longer have to hide your gifts or who you are. Be proud of your unique spirit and shine as brightly as you can. That's high vibrational energy. That shit keeps the devil away. Last card, and I'm done. Pulled this card from the Animal Oracle, Spirit of the Animal Oracle. And it's a bison, and it's a family. Reminds you of the elephants, right? I'm telling you folks, keep your family close together. Take care of your family. If you got sick family members, take care of them. Keep your families close. And it's called Bison Abundance. You know what abundance is? Abundance is having your family. Sacred buffalo, cloak me in your wisdom. Keep me warm through the storms of life. Fill my life with goodness. Teach me the way of gratitude and prayer. Yeah. Peace out.